Good morning, culinary students. Hope you're all doing well and had a restful, relaxing weekend. Okay, I hope you also did some studying along the way because that's also very, very important. And once again, I'm looking for you to focus in on thinking about a career, thinking about culinary arts, and what exactly that means. So, where do you go to do that? Okay, you're going to look on the web, and there's a lot of wonderful information about different careers that are available to you and what skills you need for those careers. And that will lead you to the education that you're going to need in order to be successful in your career. So today, what we're going to look at today is how to read and how to decode a food label. Okay, I'm wondering how many of you out there have actually have seen a food label on a food package, okay, on a sauce or whatever, or a candy bar or a snack bar, whatever it is, there should be a food label. Okay, food labels came about because people have been very concerned about what is in the food that I am going to consume, take into my body. Is it all natural? Does it have artificial ingredients? Does it have vitamins? Does it have protein? Does it have carbohydrates? Does it have fat? So we're very concerned about that in our society and what we're eating and consuming today. So very, very important, whenever we pick up a food package, we're going to take a look at that food label. So I have copied two particular food labels. I have downloaded it and I have included it with our lesson for today. So please take a look for it. It's in there. All right, so you should have two food labels that I have downloaded for you to look at, okay, to look at the ingredients, to see if it's an accurate food label, is it inaccurate, do I consume the food, is the food being marketed to me and not being as trustworthy as it can be. So remember, our industry is a billion-dollar industry, okay? And many of the products are geared towards you, young adults. Why is that? Because food manufacturers know that you're going to consume the most food products out of anyone. So very, very important. Okay, and young adults such as yourselves are not necessarily going to look at a food label. You're going to look at the pretty colored packaging, and you're going to pick up that package, you're going to purchase it. That's what the food manufacturer is looking for. Okay, the person who takes the time to decode a food label is the person who is concerned about their overall health and well-being. And I want you to be a smart consumer and someone who's going to say, let me see what's in that. Let's see what's in that food. Let's see what's in that packaging. Is the food good for me? All right, so remember those key nutrients that we've discussed before this class. All right, we want to make sure that we're taking in our key nutrients and that what we're eating is healthy and good for us and it's nourishing to our body. All right, so let's move on. So we're going to look at our lesson overview. Food products are labeled with words like natural and humane, and some are certified as USDA, which stands for the United States Department of Agriculture. All right, or gluten-free. So you're going to learn how to read and critically interpret food labels review who regulates and verifies the accuracy of these labels, and create your own food labels. So maybe someday you want to be a manufacturer of a particular food. And yes, you can do the same thing, right? So you're just thinking about my label. What does my food contain? I'm going to jot it down on the food label, the ingredients that I'm using. Okay, you're going to put down your nutrients. You're going to put down the net weight. So all these good things, all right? So our learning objective: explore the common types of food labels and how to interpret them. Identify who regulates and verifies the accuracy of the food label. Now, your essential questions. Okay, what should consumers know about their food? You should know a whole lot about your food, right? We just talked about that, those key nutrients. Okay, looking at that food label, does this food that I'm going to consume have the necessary nutrients that I want to put into my body? Okay, next question: how can consumers tell whether a food label is trustworthy? Okay, is the food label trustworthy, or is it a bunch of nonsense that don't contain the key nutrients that I need? The next essential question is, how could food labeling be improved? Okay, there's always room for improvement. Okay, look at that makeup of that food label. All right, what can be added? What can be taken out? All right, is it all natural or is it artificial? All right, do you want to take in all those artificial ingredients into your body? Okay, artificial means it's man-made. Okay, they're putting in chemicals into the food. All right, so warm up. What don't you know about your food? Okay, so I want you to take a few minutes. I want you to brainstorm a list of all of the information that you would ideally like to know about your food before buying it. What do you want to know about the food? Is it natural? Does it contain artificial ingredients? How much fat is in the product? Okay, very, very important. What don't you know about the food you eat? For example, what dairy products are in the orange powder from boxed macaroni and cheese? Okay, that powder. Okay, if you've ever made a macaroni and cheese food from a box, what's in that powder? Okay, is the macaroni real macaroni? Okay, what parts of the animal make up a hot dog? Can breakfast cereal really support your immunity? Food labels are one way we get this information, but they can be hard to interpret and sometimes misleading. All right, so what I'd like you to do is take a look at the food label. All right, what is this label telling you or not telling you? Why is this label trustworthy or untrustworthy? Does this label help answer any of the questions you had about what is in the food? Okay, so I'm also going to ask you to look at different labels in your own home. Look at the food label when you get home. All right, go online and take a look at more food labels that are available for you. Okay, you're going to explore which labels on food packages are regulated. Regulated means our government is watching what goes into the food that is being packaged and delivered to the supermarkets for you to pick up and to consume. Regulated, okay? Regulated means that there are laws governing the food products that are put out into the market, okay? Which are trustworthy and which are used as marketing tools. What information about food should companies be required to show you on a package? This would be nutrition information, calories that are served per serving, where the food was produced. Okay, how do we know which food labels are trustworthy? Explain that some people may assume everything on food labels is regulated, but that is not always the case. Many labels are misleading and are used to market products rather than inform consumers. Okay, so very, very important to really look at a food label and see what is in the food packaging, the canned food, the ketchup, the tomato sauce, okay, the bread. Okay. Take a look very carefully. Food labels are very, very important. It gives us the information that we need to make a wise food purchase. Okay, buying food is very, very important for our consumption and our health. So we want to make sure that whatever we purchase has the key nutrients, it is natural, not artificial, and look at the food labels to look at foods that we may want to avoid. Okay, very, very important. Take a look, and if you should have any questions, please let me know. Okay, wrap up. Okay, your exit ticket. Why is food labeling important to me? I want you to write a journal entry in response to the prompt. Why is food labeling important to me as a consumer? How does it affect me? Okay, and then what I'd like you to do is you're going to share your response with me. Okay, we're going to look at the products. Remember, the product should have the name of the product, quality claims, animal welfare or environmental claims, nutrition claims, health claims, social justice claims, factors differentiating a product from competition. Okay, one product says less sugar, less fat. Okay.